Hello everyone. Again we come to discuss the same topic. Because I know it is a very common problem most people face, especially with the COVID-19. It seems many more people are more worried about things than usual. And my last talk, of course, was slightly at a higher level, directly handling the mind and so on. So we will again discuss it once more carefully, so that two different way of presenting the same idea can become a more clear one. So let us define worry in the first place. Worry obviously is projections of the mind about an unknown situation and the tendency of the mind to give more importance to the negative ones. And once you have given more importance to the negative ones, the same thought goes on repeating in our mind, making us more worried. So that is the thing called worry. Worry is actually pure imagination, thoughts which has come to your mind, and because it has come to your mind, you say it is my thought, and that my thought thinking is what creates the whole problem. So let us not think it is our. It is something like a cloud in the sky. It comes and goes. You can always call it my cloud. But it doesn't affect you at all. Similarly, the thought which has come into your mind need not affect you. There's no reason why it should affect you. You can think as many positive thoughts also as possible. Let us just take an example. Suppose you have written an examination and you think you are going to fail. Then what happens? The same thought repeats and then you are in a state of worry. But now if instead you say, I know that I can also pass, then of course what importance you can give to that new thought is up to you. But let us say by practice normally you fail, so you think that failing chances are much more. Then what you should do probably is take a notebook and pencil and clearly write down what are the problems. Then you decide. Suppose you think that you are going to fail, that is going to be a reality. Then the next thing to do is, what should you do if you fail? That you can start doing now itself. So if you think you are going to fail, and then obviously what is necessary is you have to study the same subject over again, more thoroughly with better understanding, and you can make yourself so thorough by which next time when the examination comes, you are ready for the examination. Most problems are like that. The worry starts when you are not very sure, you are vague, you have no idea what to do. That is where your worry overtakes you. So what we do is whenever you are in a problem, when you are worried, sit down quietly in a place for some time, then ask what is the problem. Write down the problem as clearly as you can do it. And having done that, the next thing to do is write down what all are the possible things that you can do to overcome this problem. There may be solutions which you find you just have no way of doing, so ignore them completely. What you cannot do is not definitely something you should worry about. Then very carefully think about further and you will find things you can do. So do what you can do, and then normally the worry has to disappear on its own. So let us try this now. In any worry, you have to write down what is the problem and then see what you can do. And if there is nothing you can do about it, find out what else you can do, not of the problem itself, very something else. The moment you occupy your mind with something else, these idle thoughts will not come. Because you all have heard of this. Idle mind is a devil's workshop. So let us not keep the mind idle. Last time we learned how to do japa. So let us do that japa again here also.